What if I told you that a bright 12-year-old girl was humiliated in front of her entire class? Not because she was wrong, not because she misbehaved, but simply because of the color of her skin? She was soft-spoken, polite, and brilliant in her studies. But her teacher only saw one thing. And what that teacher didn't know was who her father really was. Her name was Amara, a fourth-grade student at a suburban elementary school where diversity was rare and bias ran deep beneath polished smiles. She loved reading. She loved math. She loved helping her classmates. But most of all, Amara loved making her parents proud. Her father, Malik, was often away. She didn't talk about his work much, only that he was a helper for the country. And her mother? A nurse. Calm, warm, always encouraging Amara to be kind, even when the world wasn't. But even kindness, sometimes, isn't enough to protect you. Amara's new teacher, Ms. White, smiled a lot. But her eyes? Cold. At first, it was small things, calling on other kids even when Amara raised her hand, questioning her answers when they were correct. Then it got worse. "Are you sure your mom helped you with this?" she asked one day after Amara got a perfect score. "Do you even understand what this word means?" Some students laughed. Others stayed silent. Amara began to shrink. Her posture, her voice, her confidence. She started pretending to be confused, just to avoid being targeted. She stopped telling her mom what happened in school, until one day, everything changed. It was a group activity. The class was divided. Amara was placed alone. Ms. White said, "Some people just work better by themselves." Later that day, Amara forgot to write her name on a worksheet, a mistake any kid could make. But Ms. White held up the paper and said loudly, "No name." Maybe that's how some people grow up. Invisible. The room went silent. Something broke in Amara, but not in the way Ms. White expected. Amara went home, quietly, sat at the dinner table, and said, "Daddy, can you come to school tomorrow?" Malik had seen injustice before. He had served his country, but nothing prepared him for seeing his daughter's light dimmed by racism. He showed up the next morning in a plain suit. No badge, no flash. Walked into the school like any other parent. Asked to speak to Ms. White. She smiled, assuming he was just another upset father. "Let me guess. Amara told you I was mean." He listened. Then, slowly, pulled out his credentials. FBI Special Agent Malik Johnson. Silence. Ms. White blinked, shifted, tried to recover. "I didn't mean anything by it. I treat all my students fairly." "That's not what your record says," he replied. He had done his homework. Multiple complaints, mostly uninvestigated. This time, it wouldn't be brushed under the rug. The school board was called. Witnesses were interviewed. Other parents came forward. Amara's classmates began to talk, even the quiet ones. She always treated Amara different. She never let her lead. She once told her she'd never be more than average. It was no longer just one voice. It was a chorus. Ms. White was suspended. An investigation launched. Amara was moved to another class. Her new teacher? Kind, fair, respectful, and slowly. Amara began to smile again. Her light? Never gone, just dimmed. But now, brighter than ever. Her father never raised his voice. He didn't need to. His presence, his calm power, and the truth were enough. Because when you serve your country with honor, your children deserve to walk freely in it. And when systems fail, voices must rise. Even if it starts with just one child's whisper, "Daddy, can you come to school tomorrow?" If this story touched you, let it stay with you. There are Amaras in every school, in every city. Some speak up, some suffer in silence. but no child should be made to feel small. Subscribe to Life Being Black for more powerful stories that reveal the unseen, amplify real voices, and remind the world. Silence can break people, but stories can build justice.